Hello, welcome to your new moon in Pisces report. So we have our new moon on March the 18th today, and I'm not doing times anymore, so I'm not going to say anything about the time. But yeah, that's what we've got. So let's get into our report. This new moon in Pisces arrives like a soft tide, pulling us inward into feeling intuition, imagination, and surrender. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, a place of endings, release, and spiritual integration. Under this lunation, we're invited to let go of what we can't control, dissolve old emotional patterns, and reconnect with something deeper than logic. There's a heightened sensitivity now to energy, to dreams, to subtle undercurrents. I've been getting a lot of dreams myself, so how are you finding it? Are you getting really awakened by really strong, powerful dreams? You might find that your boundaries may feel thinner, but that's not a weakness, it's an opening. There is a moon here that is for trusting your inner knowing, for creating space to rest, to reflect, and to realign with your soul's direction. And yet, this isn't just a passive, floaty Pisces moment. The sky is busy. The planets are tightly woven together, creating a sense that something is building beneath the surface. There's movement, tension, and quiet momentum, like a tide gathering strength before it turns. Now, the astrology at this new moon, the sun and moon are in Pisces at 28 degrees and 27 minutes. And this is like a late degree Pisces new moon, and it carries this like an energetic vibration around culmination. We're at the very end of a cycle emotionally, spiritually, and even karmically, okay? There's a sense of this can't come with me any further, okay? It's a powerful moment for you to release illusions, forgive what needs forgiving, and that includes yourself, and soften your grip on outcomes. The answers aren't in forcing clarity, they're in allowing it to emerge. Now, the Jupiter in Cancer square the Jupiter in Cancer is square Saturn in Aries. And this is one of those defining tensions in the chart. Jupiter in Cancer wants emotional expansion, safety, nourishment, and connection. It says grow, open, trust, feel. While Saturn in Aries demands discipline, courage, and a self-definition, it says act, commit, take responsibility for your path. The square between them creates a push, a pull, a dynamic, okay? And it's asking you to ask these questions. Do I stay where it's safe or move towards something uncertain? Do I nurture or do I initiate? Do I expand or do I contain? This aspect can feel like emotional growing pains. You may feel stretched between comfort and a challenge, but that tension is purposeful. It's asking you to grow up in some areas of your life without abandoning your deep central area of sensitivity, okay? And then we have Uranus in Taurus, which is sextile at Neptune in Aries, and activating this new moon. And I want to call this magical, right? Uranus awakening change in Taurus, the physical world, your stability, is in a supportive aspect to Neptune dreams, spirituality, then Aries bringing in this initiation and spark. Together, they open a channel between inspiration and action. And what's not to like, right? And because they're connecting with the new moon, this becomes very personal energy. And this is where intuitive flashes within you can lead to real, true, actual world shifts. So you may get sudden insights, creative breakthroughs, or desire to live more authentically. It's like your inner vision is asking to take form gently but unmistakably. Now, Jupiter trine Mars in Pisces is a beautiful undercurrent of flow and emotional courage at 12 degrees and 58 minutes. Mars in Pisces can sometimes feel diffused, but here, supported by Jupiter, it kind of gains purpose. There's a quiet confidence in following what's right, even if you can't really explain why you're doing it. So I want to tell you what this aspect supports. It supports you to be compassionate when you act, to move towards creative pursuits, and to trust in your deeper instincts. It's not a loud, kind of aggressive energy, it's very guided. Think moving because it feels aligned, not because you're forcing it. This is a gentle change for your dynamic and your thoughts and your processes, okay? Now, Saturn in sextile Pluto, Saturn is sextile Pluto in Aquarius, and Neptune is sextile Pluto. So it's a kind of deeper, slower influences here, but they are very important, okay? So let's look to Saturn sextile Pluto, what it's bringing in. It's bringing in kind of that ability to make lasting and meaningful changes. It will support you to rebuild structures in your life in a way that feels authentic and future focused. Neptune sextile Pluto then adds a layer of a spiritual transformation, and it's going to dissolve any of your old power dynamics. It will help also, there's a bigger aspect to it, because it's also going to bring this kind of becoming where it helps the whole collective to heal its wounds. And it's going to subtly help you to shape your inner world. Now, together, these aspects suggest that even small shifts that you make now can have very long-term impact and big results. There's a sense of quiet strength here, evolution that doesn't need to shout. It's a tightly woven sky. One of the most striking features of this new moon is how closely these planets are interacting. The chart feels condensed, like everything is speaking all at once. And I want to tell you what this can feel like, okay? It can feel emotionally intense, energetically heightened, and as if it's hard to switch off. But it also means that things are interconnected. A shift in one area of your life is going to ripple out into others more quickly than usual. This is not scattered energy. It is concentrated energy that is focused and live. So I have our Star Codes Astro Tarot here, and I'm going to do a reading for you for this Pisces new moon. So let's have a look what this Pisces new moon wants to ask you to shift. So I'm going to ask the angels for one card for this Pisces new moon that gives you some guidance on what you need to shift. So angels, can we have one card for the Pisces new moon to help everyone understand what they need to shift right now in this timeline? So one card, there we go, I've got the card. So, you've got Saturn structure, number 24. So I'm actually going to channel this one because that's how I'm feeling. So the first energetic vibration around this is to actually start to move yourself into a more loving space, which is very Piscean in its energy, okay? And it's asking you to really shift your energy into a space that is more deeply aligned with where you're going and what you're wanting to be doing. Now, this card, this Saturn structure, energetic vibration, actually wants you to release the overly strict and restrictive aspect that you've become quite maybe known for within your own capacity to do things. Maybe you become a bit too controlling of yourself, not allowing, not shifting, not magically moving or orientating. And what this card's actually saying, the angels are saying, is it's actually asking you to soften into more Piscean energy, right? I mean, Saturn does not rule Pisces, okay? It rules Capricorn, so it's a very different energy. But this energy's come up for a reason. It wants you to structure this new mystical Piscean warm, open aspect of yourself. It wants you to shift into a new paradigm of you, right? It wants that more than anything. I'm just going to have a look at what the card description for Saturn is, because I think there's a bit of energy around what you need to do as your action. If I can find it, that is. So it's about being less authoritative, okay? It's about being less structured. It's about growing in a way where you are creative in the discipline you have, okay? This is what Pisces wants you to do with this, okay? It's asking you to mentor yourself, honor yourself, recognize that your inner chemistry and your inner body structure and your inner spiritual aspect has all the answers and the wisdom that you need. Wow, that is a powerful card. I love that for you for this new moon. Right, so before we go on to another card, I'm going to give you some real tips on how to work with this new moon. So this new moon invites you to slow down and tune in rather than push ahead. With so much Piscean energy, your intuition is your most reliable guide, but only if you give yourself the space to hear it, as the Saturn card was brought by the angels to give you that energy. Be careful, you want to shift into this Piscean way of thinking, not the old way that maybe that's a bit more, the way that the social structure is a bit more Saturnian actually. So it's moving into this more gentle way of thinking, Piscean, right? So this is a powerful time for you to rest and reset your emotional energy. Release what feels heavy, unclear, or you've outgrown. Connect with creative or spiritual practices. Set intentions that come from feeling, not pressure. And at the same time, the tension in this chart asks for gentle accountability. You don't need to rush forward, but you're being asked to honour what you know deep down. You're being asked to take small, aligned actions that are going to carry more weight than forceful ones, like forceful shifting quickly, right? Let this be a moment of surrender and subtle commitment, trusting that what you can nurture now, even quietly, is already beginning to take root. Now we're going to get another card, final card. This is like just a closing card. So I'm going to ask the angels, can you give me a card for just a general message for this new moon for everyone? One card, angels, for a general message from this Star Codes Astro. One card, and they've given me 3. So we're going to have to keep going with that, I'm afraid, my lovelies. So yeah, one card, dear beautiful angels, for just what energy or message you want to give for this new moon. There we go, in Pisces, right. Right, you've got number 14. It's debilitated discomfort. Now, I do like this because I think it really, really lends itself to the first card you had. It's 14, so you're being called to have a foundation, to become independent, and to transform, transmute, and move and shift. And it's asking you really, really gently to remember you don't need to stay stuck where you were to become who you're going to be. Now, you do feel a little bit discomfort, but in discomfort is growth. And this is what this Pisces new moon wants you to understand. We can't always be comfortable in life. Discomfort is our growth spaces. So by feeling discomfort in this energetic vibration of this moon, and in general, the angels are saying, you can grow and shift and become different versions of yourself. Now, I am going to have a quick look at the action for this card, just in case it's helpful in any way. It may not be, but we'll have a little look and see what it's saying. So it's, you're being asked to contribute to long-term benefits of the world at large, to others at large, to bring your leadership skills and to pass on your knowledge to others. You're here to help others right now and to assist them. This is kind of bringing you the energy of supporting a structure, bringing in teamwork and giving you that help to become more than you are through discomfort. And you may feel that it's hard to be around others and work with others in this way. But this card, the angels are saying, is your gentle push and nudge to start doing that. Now, as a gentle closing reflection, this new moon in Pisces is both an ending and a beginning, a liminal space where something is dissolving, even as something now new, beautifully, quietly starts to take shape. You don't need all the answers right now. In fact, trying to force them may take you further away from the truth of this moment. Instead, soften, listen, notice what's drifting away, and what keeps gently returning. There's wisdom in the quiet, and right now, that's exactly where your next chapter begins. So there you go, my lovelies. That is your new moon in Pisces report. Namaste, everyone. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous new moon. I'm sending you so much love. Take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you very, 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 very soon. Lots of love. Bye.